Now another way to create tracks and bring them into our mixer is I can go here, my mixer selected, and I can right click here, and I can go to create right here, and you can pull it up, say find something to get. I go back to Thor again, and it puts it right there. I can copy device to track, I can paste device to tracks, so I can delete device and tracks. So we can do more right here just with our right click as well. I can go to connected devices, which is Thor or the mastering device. I can overwrite device, disconnect device, combine, delete track for mixer. So there are many more options we can apply right here. But for right now, I just want you to get familiar with this drop-down menu from the right click and get familiar that you can actually also put stuff to track. I can do the same thing with effects as well. And once I did that, it's sent it right here to my first send and return right there. So now I've got it right here. I've got this reverb and I've got my Thor. Now you notice this reverb's a half rack. You know, it's not the full rack space. Well, I can add something here as well. I'll put the cursor there, right click, and I want to pick up something else to put there. I'll put a delay right there, and it goes right in that rack. So I've got two here in the rack, and you'll see it appear also right here in our return on the mixer. Add some more stuff in the half racks here, and to move them around is pretty simple. Let's say I got this reverb here. I'll click on it, I'll move it up to here, and this one moved over. So the compressor moved over here. I can grab this chorus and move over the compressor, and the compressor moves down here. And I could move this over here. Yeah. Back and forth. So you can do the same thing, and we're doing right here in this little half racks we've got here for our effects. And of course, they appear right here for our returns. Now to also sort of duplicate devices or drag them around, let's say I'm going to create some new device. I'm going to put some new parts in here. I'm going to get this NN19 sampler. I'm going to pull up the Dr. Kong drum. And let's say I wanted to duplicate the Thor. And I want to use the Thor. I just press Option, just drag it somewhere. I'll drag it like between these two, let's say. And I drag it, I duplicate it real quickly. It's pretty cool. Let's say I want to duplicate more. I want to duplicate, let's say, this and this. Well, I can take it, hold down the Option key, drag it down. I just duplicated that. So you can duplicate on and on. Just make sure you hold that Option key down, and you could duplicate a group of devices or just one device. When you bring in devices into the rack and you've got the Thor and the subtractor and all these devices, the Kong drum machine, okay, they're devices, but you're actually putting a sound there, a bass, a guitar, a percussion setup, a rap kit, an R&B drum pattern. So what you want to do is you want to name these things, you know. Forget leaving Thor in there. You want to name them as they are. And what I'll do is I'll go here, I'll click on it right here, and I'll say, look, this is my underwater sound, so it goes underwater. And I click on that, and now that a name appears right here in our track. See that? The name is underwater. It appears right there within the track itself. It's really cool. It makes it easier for you to say, well, I know what that is. Now, this can also happen, let's say, for, I go to here, we'll say. And that's a delay, but I want to make it a quarter note delay. So I go to here, and I'll put a slash and put a Q. And that's a quarter note delay. So I'll know what that delay is. I don't have more than one delay in my returns and sends. But I also want to name the effects, and I want to name the particular device and what it does. What's a guitar or some sort of synth sound like this is. And once I do and I've named it, well, I know what that is. That's the underwater sound. And it's going to go through my delay effect.